on the floor to start, and we're going to be kicking off in a box position. But just before you get into that position, let me just say, remember what we spoke about last week, and a lot of you have done this with me through personal training, but when you go to engage your deep core muscles, all right, you need to breathe in through your pelvic floor, in behind your navel, your belly button, and up, okay, into the top of your chest, your diaphragm, okay, so your stomach is going to hollow, you obviously engage your core, and breathe out, okay? If you need to get into a neutral spine, remember you're in between anterior and posterior tilts, and neutral's in the middle. Again, your ideal posture is going to be used to keep your shoulder blades back and down with the tension in between the shoulders, okay, without shrugging. All right, so we'll talk about all these points as we go on. Right? So kick off. Shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and there should be a small gap between the feet. You're literally just the front line of your pelvis. And then we're going to start real simple. Just do some rolls. So you're just going to go side to side. So you just roll in across the body, keeping the arms quite straight. And your aim is to try and get the hips to the floor without having to really bend the elbows. Okay, so you're getting a really nice stretch just coming in through the lower back. We need lots of muscle tissue there getting worked, so just keep going. So we're going to do a lot of these exercises for time. You don't need to worry about like reps. I'll take care of all of that and take care of the sets for you. So keep going. It's good. Okay, so I want you to now come back to the middle and just pause. Box position. Just remember, when you're here, you should have a little bit of an arch in your lower back. So we're just pushing the bum out. Okay, we want that lordotic curve. And you want to have a little bit of a squeeze in between the shoulders as well. So I want you to go chin tucked in, okay? And then I want you to just round up into as much flexion as you can. But when you go into flexion, I want you to work through your vertebrae. So what I mean by that is you're going to go from the top of your spinal column and work down towards the bottom, okay? And just hold that position at the top, okay? And as we go back into extension, we're going to go head first. And again, feed your way through the vertebrae until you work through the thoracic, the middle of your back, and come down into the lumbar spine and finish where you started. Okay, so we'll do that again. So really think about this one. It's one of those that does require a bit of coaching. So chin tucked in, and you're going to go head first and try not to move any part of your back until you start to flex in what you call your CT spine, so the very top section of your spine. Work through that thoracic, and then work into the lumbar vertebrae as you go past your 12th rib. Hold, get as much flexion as you can at the top. Good. And then head first. Look through. Good. And just keep that going. Okay, I want you to do one more rep. Very, very controlled. Like I said, you've got to do a bit of self-coaching on this one. Good. Cool. Brilliant. Okay, so once you get back into extension, I want you to just pause. Okay, we're going to go back into a child's pose. So you've got to do nothing different with your feet. I want you to just try and sit back onto your heels. And I want you to try and get your head on the floor. Okay, ideally, your hips touching the heel still. Lengthen both arms. Okay, spread the fingers. Good, and then we're going to push through. So come through almost on your forearms and go into a cobra. But when you come through into that cobra position, ideally you want the hips on the ground. Okay, I want you to try and keep the shoulders back as much as you can. Feel like you're pushing your palms towards the floor with straight arms. Okay, so let's do that again. We're going to do 3 of these. So you're doing child's pose, cobra, look up a little bit more as you come through, and then just keep that going. Good. Nice. Okay, and then we're going to do 2 more reps, but when we come through this time, I want you to just hold the child's pose, take your arms to your right-hand side, okay, so just lean in across the body. Right, so your right hand outside of your right knee, both arms. Good. Nice. And then walk back to the middle with the hands. come through into your cobra, and then I want you to look over your right shoulder. So I'm going to look over my left, but you guys are going to be looking over your right. So just so you get the idea, on camera it probably looks like I'm looking over my right anyway. Okay, so just look over that right hand shoulder. That's good. Nice. And then come back. Hold. Take the arms to the outside of the left leg. We're still warming up, everything. So last week we got a little bit of a focus on specific joint actions and muscle groups. They were doing a lot on hip extension and a lot of shoulder flexions, so like upper back. And then walk to the middle. And look over the shoulder on the opposite side. This position is now getting a little bit easier, hopefully. Squeeze through the shoulder blades. Shouldn't be uncomfortable on your lower back, so if it is, you might just need to just modify your position a little bit. So just take a little bit of pressure off the hips and just lift the hips a little bit higher. That's good. Okay, and then I want you to just come back into your box position, where we were 5 minutes ago. Keep the arms straight, keep the shoulders back and down. All right, I want you to just breathe in, as I spoke about at the start, so through your pelvic floor, in through your navel, up into your chest. Hold your breath, and once you've got that tension in your core, I want you to lift your right arm out, find that biting point where the tension really builds, and then come back and breathe out. So breathe in, alternate arms, and keep going on that. We're going to do 2 reps on each side. Keep your core strong. When you take the breath, I want you to almost re-tighten your shoulders. So you just lock out your back a bit more. Right. So what I want you to do now is I want you to just put your right leg, and again, I'm aware that this is my leg. I want you to go out to your side. Okay, so your foot, okay, on that right leg is on 2 o'clock position. Think about the clock, you're going to be 2 o'clock position with the toes up. Okay, so now I want you to lift that leg up. So it's level with your hip. This is one of our strength rounds. So I want you to hold. Okay, leg straight. Okay, and then if you want to make this a little bit more advanced, I want you to go opposite hand off. Okay, and hold out through the ears. Okay, and while practice breathing. Okay, so this is one of your strength exercises. So try and keep as stable as you can, keep as square as possible with your hips. Up, keep the arm extended, keep your chin tucked in, keep the tension in the shoulders, keep holding. That's good. Nice. Doing well. That's good. Keep going. I'll give you a little countdown. So to get to the minute, you've got 10 seconds. Try and keep the arms extended. It's very tough. You've got to go down and start again. It's not an issue, obviously. So 3, 2, 1. Okay. Good. So I want you to go from straight arms to bent arms. So go into a forward plank. Okay. I want you to make sure that you have got the shoulders below your hip level. Okay. So you are actually going to be in this position. It's not, something you're doing wrong. I want you to lift up your hip. Again, on your right side. I'm aware that this is my leg. And I want you to, from there, just do some kick throughs. Okay. So just going up, start pulsing. Just get the glutes warmed up slightly. And then we're going to add some external rotation. So when the knees level with the hip, I want you to turn the leg out and then kick up. So we're going to turn out, externally rotate the hip, and then kick through. Okay. And we're going to start that in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So externally rotate, work through the glute tissue. So as you rotate out, you feel the glutes, they stay under tension, and you kick through. So rotate, keep it slow, keep it controlled. 2 seconds, out, hold, and up for 2. It's good. 1, 2, hold, and up for 2, and keep repeating. Good. Try and keep that bend in the knee. Try and keep the foot and toes pointed. Good. Keep going. Doing well. A little bit short of this one. So 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, so just walk back into your box position. Okay, so we're going to now do the opposite side. So take that leg out. Okay, toes up. Make sure your foot is at a 10 o'clock position now. All right, so you're at 10 o'clock and you're squeezing the glutes. Hold. Okay, and then the challenge is to take the opposite arm off and just stick. Stay in that static position there. So 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure you can feel the outside muscles on your hip. So what you call your glute medius, abductors, basically just behind your hip bone, the big thick bone, the greater trochanter, side of your hip. That's where you should feel these muscles working. You just really squeeze the glute as much as you can. Keep your arms straight. Keep going. Good. So I can see the time a bit more. Good. Doing well. Got a little bit of time left still. About another 10 seconds. And hold in. Remember, if you can't do the arm, just do the leg. You can regress it quite simply doing that. If you can't do the leg, just do the arm. And 3, 2, 1. That's good. Go down into that plank position again. Remember, hips are purposely above the shoulders. Okay. And then from there, go onto your knees, lift up your feet. And you can just then start to lift the opposite leg. So rotate out and kick up. Okay, so go off the feet on this one. So we can make it a bit harder. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So rotate out and kick up just on the opposite side. So rotate and kick. Keep it controlled. I'll do it nearest the camera as well. So rotate out, kick. Keep going. That's good. Keep that tension in your glute. Try and make sure it stays under control. Keep the tempo. Use your core muscles. Good. And some of this is strength, flexibility. You're doing well. Good. Almost there. And 4, 3, 2, 1. That's good. Okay, so drop the feet. Come back into your box position. All right, so I'm going to just change my angle here. What I want you to do is I want you to just move your legs to the shoulder line. So go shoulder width. So basically, the edge of your shoulder is going to be now inside your knees. And then I want you to try and push your feet down to the floor. That's what we call the frog position. So hopefully you can see that. Okay, easier said than done, of course. So I want you to, in that position, firstly just try and drive the ankle into the ground. Get comfortable. It's quite a tough one, this. So I want you to go slowly down to your forearms, and then just push back gently. Feel quite sharp at first. So just push back gently as far as you can. Get a bit of a pre-stretch going, and just drive your hips back towards you. And once you've got used to the tension, arms out in front and keep them straight, and child's pose from there. Okay, so I'll change the angle so you can see. Like I said, try and push the ankles to the floor. Keep the legs nice and wide. So like I said, you want to have the inside knees in line with the outside of your shoulders. It's good. Hold in. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to slowly come forward, okay, and then go to straight arms. Just take the tension out of the legs. Okay, don't straight up, sometimes that can feel a bit sharp. And then put your knees in. Then go back into your box position. So remember, that's always going to be hip width. Then I want you to just sit back onto your heels. And this time, just take your hands off, give them a little bit of a shake out and a rest. Go palms behind you. Okay, and take them as far as you can. So you'll all probably have a slightly different range of movement. And then I want you to push your chest up. And as you do that, you should feel the stretch across your bicep tendons across the top of the shoulders here, your pec minor, your pec major, and just hold that position. All right, so same time looking up slightly, but don't drop your head behind the shoulders, stay in the neutral position. So we're going to increase stretch. So what I want you to do is lift up your left arm, feel like you're reaching up towards the roof and through your ear. So you're going to just hold that position straight from this side as well, so you can see. You stretch again, just a little bit more into that arm, not necessarily in that direction. You just obviously apply more pressure into the stretch because there's more body weight and a bit more tension. Just hold, keep going. Again, with the right arm, which is off the ground, try and lengthen it as much as you can. Almost touch the roof of your fingers as well. It's good. Okay, take that arm down, forward, give him a little shake. It's good. And then go back into your box position. Okay, and then go back into your frog position. So toes up, try and push the heels down. That's good. And then slowly go down into your plank. Crease again for a few seconds. And then when you feel ready, go straight arms, but this time I want you to lean over to your right-hand side. So a bit like we did earlier in the warm-up. So I want you to lean towards your right-hand side while stretching in your frog position. Okay, so change the angle again. Just leaning over and pushing back the whole time. So don't sort of lose sight of what you're trying to do with the lower body. You are trying to push back and hold as much as you can. Keep going. Good. It's more comfortable to try and rest your head on your mat, ideally. Keep going. It's good. Almost there. About 7 seconds to go. Keep pushing back. And 2, 1. Okay, slowly come forward. Obviously back box position. It's good. And then we're going to lean again. All right, so take the arms back. You might be able to take them further. Maybe. Push the chest up again. And you guessed it, we're going to just switch arms. All right, so we'll start with the arm in the air in 3, 2, 1. So just do the opposite arm. It's good. Maybe you're still pushing your chest up towards the roof. If you don't feel it in your biceps, you don't feel it down your forearm, then you need to take the arm further back. You should feel it quite a bit. All right, so just lifting through the chest. Keep holding. It's good strength exercise as well, like the elbow extensors. Keep holding. Nice. Good. Slightly shorter stretch this one. So 3, 2, 1. And come out of that. Go back into your box position. Last one. So work your way back into your frog position. Toes up, knees out, bum out. Keep a little arch in your lower back. Go onto your forearms. Go onto straight arms. Get into position. And then when you feel ready, work over to your left-hand side. 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep holding. Make sure you're actually lengthening the arms, so don't just, sort of rest them on the ground. You actually are trying to really improve the range of movement. Right for those lat insertions, like behind the armpits, basically as well. So, make sure we're purposely trying to push it a bit more. Stretch. Should feel progressive. It shouldn't feel uncomfortable. You should never feel like anything's tearing, but you should just feel like muscle fibers are lengthening, but it's comfortable. And then come forward. Good. Go back into your box. Go back into this position. Hopefully your ankles are now getting a bit more mobile. I want you to try and go as far as you can. Okay, so if you can get elbows to floor, then great. If you can't, don't worry. You can just do straight arms. So just hold. If this one's a little bit too easy,
yeah, I can't do it.
Grab the ankles, and you can go all the way down. But you don't have to do that if you don't want it.
Any alternatives, Sean? I can't do that.
Yeah, straight arms. So just yeah, straight arms and hold.
Really struggling to do that with my knees. Is there anything other than?
Yeah, that would be when we use blocks really going forward. So I'll talk to you about that. But we're coming out of that stretch now anyway. So I want you to go back into your box. Good. And then I want you to step back and go down. So go in to a cobra stretch again. So I want you to look up. So push your abs to the floor, keep the shoulders back, and look up. That's good. Okay, so quite simple. And then I want you to just look over the right shoulder. Okay, and then as you do that, just walk the hands round a little bit as well. So I'll do it on this side so you guys can see. So look round, walk the hands round a little bit as well. So we're just obviously pushing the abs one way. You should feel it down the sides of your core, like the internal oblique especially. Yeah. Good. Nice. Okay, and then walk back to the middle. Good. Go down. Okay, so just now straighten your right arm. Roll onto your right hip. That's good. Grab your left ankle. So just go into a bit of a snoozing position. Don't fall asleep. And then grab the ankle and push your hip forward. Okay, so this is the position that you should. As I said, your head is resting in your arms. You should feel pretty comfortable. Feel uncomfortable at all. So push the hip forward. Good. You're trying to basically your heels touch your hip. Keep feeling like pushing through. Good. Then I'm going to show you from this angle. I'll change again in a sec. I want you to just roll over onto the front. And I want you to grab, or I should say, stay grabbing the foot. And just hold that position there. So you're resting your head in your hands. If this feels too easy, you can try and lift your knee off the ground and get a greater stretch that way. But if it's not, then also just keep holding. Good. Brilliant. Okay, now I want you to release the ankle. Go hands back underneath your shoulders. Lift up. Hold that position. And then just look over the shoulder again. Walk the hands slightly round again.
Same side or left?
Opposite side, sorry, yeah, opposite side. Yeah, opposite side. Obviously to your right side last time, going to your left. Good. Hold in. Good. Keep trying to pull your shoulders back. It's good. Keep your arms locked. Elbow should be extended. Come back to the middle. Go down. Okay, straighten your left arm. Left hip. Grab right ankle. Go into your snooze position. So just bend the arm, rest your head, and grab the foot. Push the hips forward. Keep your shoulders back and down. And just hold that position there again. Okay, so make sure you're grabbing across the top of the ankle, so you've got a good grip. You're stretching across the actual ankle joint, the talus joint, where all the main movable bones are. So keep holding. That's it. Nice. A little bit longer on this one. Good. Okay, then straighten your top arm. Roll onto your front. Rest your head in your hand. Good. And just keep going. And I want to release the leg. It's good. Okay, go hands underneath your shoulders. Lift up. Go into our position again. Spending a lot of the session going in and out of this starting position here. And then now, just make sure you I want you to go onto the balls of your feet. Okay, dig your sort of toes into the ground, and then lift the hips up. Try and extend the lower back as best you can. Okay, so you're just going to drive the heels down into the floor, lengthen both arms. Good. Okay, so just keep holding that position there. Right, so this is another strength exercise. This is a bit of power yoga. It's quite tough. I want you to keep the feet as you are in that hip width position. And then we're going to just basically do a cobra coming through. So when you go down, bend the elbows. Go through. On the floor. And come back. Difficult. Bend the knees. As you go down, if you want to try the harder version, keep the knees obviously off the ground. Okay. So keep going for time, starting in 3, 2, 1. So like 3, hit, then come back out. Okay. I want you to feel as if you're scraping your shoulders and your chest. Requires quite a lot of strength. Variations when you can. Bend the knees. Always enjoy the stretch at the end of each rep. Nearly there. 5 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. So drop the hips. Go into a plank. I want you to just step your left leg over your right leg. Reach over with the hand and finish with the hand side on, and your feet still hip width, so still quite narrow. You get into this reverse box plank position. You didn't do it quite as graceful as middle way the spine, and just hold here at the top. So fully extend the arms, push the hips up, keep the head back, and we'll just hold in for 30 seconds. And keep going. Most of that already, actually. Keep going. 10 seconds. Nice. Okay. And then I want you to straighten the legs. Good. Roll onto one arm and come back. That's good. When you're in your straight arm plank, walk the feet in. Okay, until you feel the stretch in the hamstrings again. Good. Only difference is now we're going to go wider with the feet. We're going to go up to shoulder width. You should actually find the hamstring stretch a little bit easier, to be fair. Good. So just enjoy that position a little bit. Then we're going to do those dive bombers. So you come through into the cobra, and we're going to repeat that again. So 45 seconds. Starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So wider legs. Going. Enjoy the stretch at the end of each rep. Good. Nice. You can always do this from your knees if you need to. Keep going. 6 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips down to level. Okay. Now bring the feet together. Just bring one leg over. Rotate. And hold again. Get yourself back into that reverse box plank position. Good. And just keep holding. Good, perfect. Nice. Rocking out 30 seconds. Keep holding. Okay. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten both legs. Good. I want you to rotate over. Good. Hold. Perfect. Okay. And then just push back again with the feet in a narrow position. I want you to just hold. Drive the heels down as much as you can. I'm just going to hold the stretch now. Good. Just hold the stretch. Drive your heels down a bit further. Go in. Obviously the hands underneath the shoulders. There should be a straight line from the shoulder to the hand. Drive your heels into the floor. It's good. And then come forward. Straight arm plank. It's good. Step over again. Back into your reverse plank. Good. Nice. Hold. Keep going. Knock it out. Push up. Keep your head back. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I actually want you to go down to the floor. Lie down on your back. Okay, so your arms can have a little rest. I want you to go right leg over your left thigh. Okay, lift up. Take both hands around the outside of the right knee. Okay, and then just pull the knee towards the chest. And just hold that position there. So maybe putting it in towards the midline of your body. It should feel the stretch just through that glute tissue on the outside. Keep holding. Try and again, keep it as a comfortable stretch, but feel like you're making progress as you're holding it. It's good. And switch sides. So you just cross the left over the right. And put in. Same thing. Don't be surprised if one side's a little bit more movable than the other. It's quite normal. Make sure on the opposite leg, you're still trying to lift back towards your chest. So, you know, you're actually sort of pushing back at the same time on the knee that you're not holding. Good. And then I want you to just uncross your legs, drop your feet to the ground. Okay, so arms at your sides. 3 knee rolls going across your body. Okay, so feet together, knees together. Pretty straightforward. Once you've done those, come back to the middle, and I want you to take your feet out to shoulder width. Okay, so be nice and shoulder width, and I want you to drop your hips towards your right hand shoulder. Okay, so you can see on my legs, I'm trying to maintain a 90-degree bend in both legs. Okay, all right. So if your knee on the right side is not touching the floor, take your hand and just push it down, okay? If it is touching the floor, you might not need to do it, but if it isn't, just push it down. Try and aim to get your left knee to touch the floor as well. That's very difficult to do. So keep holding. Make sure you have kept that 90-degree bend there and the legs quite separated. It's good. Okay, and then come back. It's good. I want you to cross the right leg now over the left. And then you're going to take your hands, you're going to go right hand through the middle, left hand round the corner and grab the shin, so the tibia, okay, so across your shin and pull back. Make sure your head and shoulders are staying on the floor. Just pull back and hold. It's good. Doing well. And switch sides. The same thing, round the corner on the right side, through the gap on the left, grab the tibia with the shin. Nice. Keep going. So again, just try and increase the stretch, make sure you're pulling the legs back towards the chest. Good. Okay, and then uncross the legs, drop the feet. Okay, so they'll be together, and then walk them out to shoulder width. It's good. And then drop now towards your left shoulder. Okay, so 90-degree angle. If your knee on the left is not on the floor, push it down. Great. So shoulders should be back and down, head should be on the floor. And like I said, if you can get the opposite leg on the floor of the knee, then you've done really well. It's not easy to do. Really not easy to do, actually. It's quite advanced, this. So it's good. Nice. Okay, and then I want you to actually stay at shoulder width. I want you to lift up the legs. Okay, so you're going to stay in a wide position, and I want you to just reach inside your knees. Okay, and I want you to just try and let gravity and a little bit of your weight push your legs down. Okay, so knees are bent, feet are off the ground. You can see that. So just keep holding. And go and just let gravity and your weight just push down. Keep going. Nice. And then bring the knees together. Give them a big hug. Good. Okay, just hold. Okay, keep your knees where they are, but go hands to your sides. I want you to just try and lift up your legs. Okay, go back as far as you feel comfortable. Just hold. Okay, and then go hands just on your lower back, just top of your hip. Take that back as far as you can. If you're feeling confident, go back all the way. So you've all got your own range of movements. If you can, knees extended. Hands are there for support if you want. You might not need them. No. You hold in.
Over the head.
Okay, and then bend your right leg. Just reach forward on that right leg, and then let yourself just fall forward. Okay, one at a time. And then I want you to take your right foot and just hook it in behind your left knee. Okay, so hook in behind your left knee, and then just roll over like so. So you're trying to keep both shoulders on the ground. So, spread, straight up from a different angle. So ideally, both shoulders are staying on the floor, and you're getting your knee to touch the ground. Okay. You can also see that I'm using this hand, my left hand to push my right knee down. Okay. Again, easy said than done. Really good lower back stretches, really good for the sacroiliac joint. If you've ever had any sciatica, this is usually where the sciatic nerve gets impinged. This is a really important stretch. If it feels tight, I'll probably explain quite a lot. It's good. Nice. And then just unhook your leg. It's good. Bend the knee again. Bend the opposite leg. Toe straight. Go up. Hands again, just on the hips, lower back. Bend the knees. Pull back as much as you can. Take the legs a little bit wider now. Let's go more shoulder width. And hold. You do what you can. Like I said, you don't get around if you can't. Try and keep the knees extended. Really working all through the lumbar spine, the SI joint that I just spoke about. Really good for the lower backs and the hip mobility. It's good. Just keep holding. Nice. Okay, and then bend your right knee. Drop that leg forward. Let yourself fall. Good. And then we're just going to hook the left foot behind the right knee, and then come over and hold. You might sometimes hear like a cavitation, like your back cracking. When you do this, it's actually a really good thing. So don't worry about that. It's a really positive thing actually. Hold it. It's good. Nice. Keep holding. And just release the leg. Knees are bent. That's good. Grab them one more time. This time should be a little bit easier to get your knees to your chest. I'll be surprised if it's not. Good. And then just release the legs, release the arms. Okay, so it's a little bit of a core exercise, a little bit of a stretch this. So I want you to point your toes up, and you're going to lift your right leg, and then I want you to just come up. Ideally, grab the calf, pull the leg back towards you, and go down. If you're feeling obviously quite tight, you're going to go more behind the thigh, okay, and stretch from there, all right? But we're going to work on one leg at a time. We're going to do the right leg first, and I want you to like sit up as if you're doing a crunch. So keep your vertebrae extended, keep your chin off your chest. You can almost breathe out the top and then reach behind the calf. Okay, 45 seconds. Right, they go in. 1, let's go. And I want you to try and get your leg close to your body and your head if you can. Feel free to kiss your knee. You can do that. So, all on that right side. Back as far as you can. That's good. You're just holding the stretch for about 2 seconds and then going back down. So it's a dynamic stretch, but you're just trying to take it a bit further each time. That's good. Nice. And 3, 2, 1. Roll over. It doesn't matter which way you roll. So just roll over. Got hands underneath your shoulders. Okay, and then you just pick yourself up and walk yourself into a downward dog. So just walk forward. Good. So hips are up, shoulders are back and down, arms are underneath your shoulders. I want you to go left foot behind your right foot. Okay, so just behind the heel. Drive that heel into the ground. Good. So just push that down as much as you can. Hold in. Nice. And then stay in that position. Unhook your leg. And then lift that left leg up. Point the toes. Try and drive your right heel down a bit more. That's it. Keep the left leg straight. That's good. Keep holding. Okay, drop the foot down to the ground. And then I want you to just walk forward into that straight arm plank. It's good. From there, step around the corner. Spider-Man, did these last week. Step around the corner on the other side. Come up into your deep squat and just hold. Okay, you can't really see my hands, but I'll put my hands there. So just hold that deep squat. It's only for about 5 seconds. Good. And then take your hands back. That's good. Go to the and just collapse. Good. And we're going to do the left side. Same thing coming through. So 3, 2, 1, go. That's good. Fall off the mat here. Keep going. High as you can. Make sure the toes are pointed upwards, so down towards you. Good. Doing well. 5 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. It's good. Okay, roll over. Again, doesn't matter which way you do it. Good. And then just lift your body up. Walk your feet forward. Go into your downward dog. Drive your heels to the floor. Push your bum out. Keep a squeeze from your shoulder blades. Hook your right foot behind your left. Good. Keep holding. Make sure you're fully extending the arms and stretching into the upper back. Good. Keep holding. Okay. Unhook the foot. Right leg up, toes pointed. Use your glutes to keep you in position. Good. Drive the heel down. Good. Doing well. 3, 2, 1. Drop the foot, stretch both. Good. Walk forward into your straight arm plank. Hold. Good. Walk round. 1 leg at a time. Sit in that deep squat. Good. You fold in. Nice. Hands underneath. And just fall to the ground. It's good. So you should naturally almost have your legs in this position. All right, so just hold. Just start with the elbows just inside the knees. Push down to the floor. It's a nice, simple one. Feet together, and your heels are staying as close to the body as you can. It's good. And then from there, we're going to just change the exercise a little bit. So I want you to go right foot over left. Okay.
Oh my God.
Hopefully, it shouldn't be. Right hand forward. So you're going to go palm on palm. So just stretch through your forearms. Okay, whilst keeping that right leg there. Good. And then turn the wrist inwards a little bit. So you're just going to come in towards the midline of your body. Turn the wrist in. Good. Okay. And just take the wrist back to where it was. And just relax the arm. Okay. Now I want you to just cross your left leg over your right. So try and get your ankle almost resting on your hip bone. Left arm out. Go palm on palm again. And just push down. Good. Keep holding. Okay, and then I want you to just turn the wrist in. Slightly anyway towards the midline of your body. Keep holding. Nice. Okay, and then just release. Give it a little shake. This is the challenge. I want you to now put the other foot.
No chance. You sure?
If you can't do that, then obviously just stick to what you were doing.
Can't even do that.
That's fine. Just do what you can. Cool. All right. Reach up. If you can get into this position, remember you can do this on one leg. Reach forward. Yeah. Nice. Get back out of that stretch. Cool. Uncross your legs. Go the other way. If you can. Again, just do it one leg if you have to. No issue. It's good. And then reach up. Really extend. Nice. And reach forward. Try and get your head to the floor. So if you can't cross the legs, maybe you can do it uncrossed as well. So you can always do it uncrossed. Keep holding. Drop the elbows to the floor if possible. Nice. And then take the hands behind your back. Big. Stretch for the shoulders. Cool. Keep holding. Go round. Hands together to the midline of your chest. And namaste. We're done. Awesome. Everyone. Some new moves. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, like I said, some of those exercises were different. Some of them are probably quite progressive. Some of them you might have had to modify. It's no issues. You know, it will get better with practice and time. But yeah, brilliant. Thank you for taking part again.